Hello everyone, I am Priyanka Rashmani from PICT Pune. Welcome you all. Today we are going to start with file operation. It's reading and writing part. In last lecture we discussed read function, then read line function, read lines, and reading 10 bytes of a data, 20 bytes of a data from a file using a read function. Now listen, I have going for something. For example, we have split function. Now what exactly a split function does? We discuss split function, and the output of a split function is a list. We can give any parameter to a split function, and whatever the parameter that we have given to a split function, based on that it splits the list, it splits the file, it split the line. Okay, now listen, here I have written a code. I have opened a file that is read.txt in a read mode. Okay, so with open read.txt in a read mode as a f. What is f? F is an object which is pointing to a file read.txt. This file we have opened in a read mode. Now using, if I perform f.read operation, what will be the output? If I simply perform f.read operation, then it will show me, I will show you what exactly it does. F.read will display the complete file. Whenever I perform f.read operation on this file, I will wait, I will make this comment, everything. F is equal to, wait, I will read this file. I will pass its content to a variable here. C is equal to f.read is a function that I have performed read operation. Then I have printed its the content and the length. I just want to see what exactly the contents in this. Yeah, it is giving me indentation. Yeah, now it's clear. So output will be, this is first, so it has read the contents of a file and it is showing me there are the 58 characters in this file. Okay, now listen, I am just making a small change. Instead of reading the complete file, I am splitting this file by space. Okay, are you getting the things? I want a result that is a split operation with a space, and you all know that split function always gives you a list. Okay, so if I execute this code now, you can see this is a one word, then is first line, this is second line, all are comma separated, all is in the form of what? List. So list got separated over what? Over a space. And what is total length of this C? Now what exactly it is counting? It is counting how many words are there. Okay, so you can see there are total four words in each line, and there were three lines, so there are total 12 words. Now listen, this is what split we can perform on a line. Now I will perform split lines function. Split lines is a function to split the line. Okay, now before this we have used what? Split. Now we can go for something called as split lines, which will work on what? Which will work on a line. So I am opening a same file, that is read.txt in a read mode as a f. What is f? F is an object which is pointing to a read.txt. Now I am performing which operation? F.read. It will read the complete sentence, and it is performing which operation? It is performing a split lines operation. And then I am printing its content, that is D is getting print, and I am trying to count a length of D. As this D will contain, again split line also give you output in the form of list. That's why I have a first element in the list. This is the first line, second element, this is the second line, and third element is, this is the third line. And overall total length is a 3. Is it clear to all? Hopefully. Now listen, I will go for another program or another way how to read the contents of a file. We can apply a for loop or while loop to read the contents of a file, and this is everything is very important. Now listen what exactly a file is. We know that for loop works on a sequence. Okay, so file is nothing but a sequence of lines, first line, second line, third line. So whenever we apply a for loop on a file, it reads the content based on a line. Okay, I will show you. uh, I have opened a file that is read.txt, the same file in a read mode, and then I am using now for L in a file print L. So is it applying on each character? No, it is not applying on each character. It is not applying on each word also. It is applying where it is applying on each line. अगर मुझे यहाँ पे if I want to make like something different, like first of all we will see this output and then we will go for variations of this. Okay, so for L in file, whatever the contents it has read, we will print it. Then we will print the length of that length of whatever it has read. So you can see what exactly is the output. The same file, that is read.txt. This is first line and total length is 20. This is second line, total length is 20. Then a third line we got, so it has read all the 3 lines, and then it has printed the length of same. Is it clear? Hopefully. So you should try to apply while loop to work on a file. Now the next important part is how to perform a write operation on a file. Again, for a write there are two things, that is write function and write line function. Write function is used to write strings or bytes to the file. For writing file, whenever we have to perform write operation on a file, we should open that file either in a read plus mode, W mode, write mode, W plus mode, append mode, or A plus mode only. As we all know that in read mode we can't write any contents to a file. Okay, now you can see here I have opened a file, that is the name of a file is sample.txt. I have opened that file with construct with open sample.txt in a W mode as F, and I am performing operation write. Now whatever the contents that we have to write on a file, we can simply write down here in a write function. Okay, so I will get the output as a if I open the same file to see the contents. Here I have written the stuff, I have write data to a file, and now I am reading its data, that is using that. For that I have opened the same file in a read mode, and now I am performing operation. Which operation? Content is equal to f dot read, and I am printing its content. So I am getting output, writing contents to a file is my output. Hopefully is it clear to all? We have opened this file first time for writing and then second time for reading. Then whenever I want to write multiple lines to a file, then we have a function, that is write lines function. This is a function to write multiple strings to the file. All strings will be written one after another, and it will not add \n between the strings. So if I want to add \n, \t, I have to specify it explicitly in my program or whatever a data that I am going to write down. Now listen, I am going to write down a data that is in the form of list. Now I will tell you. I have opened a file, that is file1.txt in a read mode. Now which is a file pointer? The file pointer is file is a pointer which is pointing to a file1.txt, and I have a contents, that is a list. Hello, welcome to Python, enjoy learning Python. And for that, and this content I have stored in a variable or in an object lines, and I'm going to write down all these contents to a file. So for that I am using a method writeLines. So file dot writeLines in bracket lines. Okay. So what exactly a lines is? Lines will have all this content. Now I am performing the operation, that is file dot close, as I have done with all this stuff. And now I am opening a file in a read mode with opened file1.txt in a read mode as a F. I have read its content using f.read operation, and now I am getting output as as I'm printing its content. Hello, welcome to Python, enjoy learning Python. Now I have specified \t \n here, that's why I'm getting this output. If I did not specify anything, if I remove this, then I will get output in a single line. I will show you the same. Yeah. So I will get output on a single line. Then the next part that we can go for is, now we will go for a program where the statement that we have is write a program to count number of lines, words and character in a text file. Okay, so this is what a program, and your assignment number 8 is almost same. Write a Python program to count total characters in a file, total words in a file, and total lines in a file, and frequency of a particular word that we are searching. Okay, so first of all, before this we have worked on two important things, that is split, okay, and for loop. So using that we will go for this program. In order to count number of lines, I have used a variable cl. To count number of words, I have used a word cw. To count character, I have used cc. Okay, and initially I will assign a value 0 to all this. I am opening a file read.txt in a read mode as f, the same file which has a 3 lines. Okay, now when I apply a for loop on the same, I am printing a line. When I apply, now listen very carefully, this is the important part and this is the logic behind this. For line in f, I am printing that line. So for loop will read each line once. Once you read a first line, then you are going to perform which operation? Line dot split operation. What exactly the output of split function? Output of a split function is in the form of list, and this list will have words separate, all the words of first line. So once this is done, then do what? Increment what? Increment the line, then increment the word. How we will increment the words? We will calculate the length of words and we will calculate the length of lines. So length of line will be nothing but the number of characters, and length of words is nothing but the number of words. That is the CW count. Okay. So after this is the stuff I will get when I go for what? First line. Then it will perform the same operation for a second line, then same operation for third line, and then it will get over, and finally in CC, in CL, CW and CC, I will have a count for number of lines, number of words, number of characters. So the basic prerequisite for this program is line.split, how to read the contents of a file, and how to apply a for loop. So whatever the program that we have done previously, if you have done this 3 programs in a proper fashion, then you able to do this. Then one more thing that we have to add here is we have to search for a particular stuff, that is match a input. Okay, so I will go for this part later on. So you can write down, you will ask the user to enter input. I don't think this will get completed in this session. I will run this here and we'll see. Sorry. Yeah, it is asking me enter a word. I am entering a word I. So it will tell me how many times that particular character we have to go and search. We have to apply one more loop to find out how many times that particular word or particular character has occurred in it. Okay, so I will take